Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our NFL Week 13 preview between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Now let's take a look at some keys to victory for both teams, starting with the Titans. I believe the Tennessee Titans can generate a big play in a running game this week versus the Indianapolis Colts by taking advantage of an over-aggressive defense and also utilizing Kendall Wright as a decoy in the running game. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This will be Kendall Wright. We're going to use him as a decoy, and we're going to trap this 5 technique here, and we're going to trap him with this backside guard. So what we're going to have is a quick trap with CJ2K, and we're going to have him not at 7 yards deep as you're usually aligned as a running back. We're going to push him up to maybe 5, maybe 4.5 yards, because we've got to hit this quick if we want to get a big play and hit and put this strong safety in the bind. So what we're going to do, we're going to have the tight end block down on the inside backer. So he's blocking down on here. We're going to have the play side tackle step out and kick out that outside linebacker. We're going to have this guard here climb up, combo block with the nose. Then he's going to work his way back to the backside inside backer. Man up on the 5 technique right here, get him blocked. This is integral to the play. And as this cadence starts to wind down, what we're going to do, we're going to put Kendall Wright in a short motion. And as the snap of the ball, he's going to come around as if he's getting the toss sweep. So now you have the quarterback, Ryan Fitzpatrick, reverse out, fake the toss, hand the ball off to CJ2K. And he's going to follow this guard who's kicking out this defensive tackle who's probably flying on the field now. And also the strong safety is probably going to see pitch action and try to fill the alley, fill the lane like he's supposed to. And now Chris Johnson is running to daylight and hopefully making this one guy miss. So that's how they can generate a quick hitting running play, a home run type of play in the running game if they utilize Kendall Wright as a decoy. And I think if they can do that this week versus the Colts, they can have a lot of success running the football. I believe there's an opportunity for the Colts to have some success defensively by blitzing Ryan Fitzpatrick if they utilize their safety on a delayed free safety blitz. I'm going to show you how they can get that done. Pre-snap read, cover 2, and it's a tight cover 2. So Ryan Fitzpatrick is probably thinking this ball has to come out quick. I know I have the zones. I can send this guy deep down the middle. I can attack the cover 2 easily. And it's tight pressure because what we're going to do, we're going to have the corners up on the line of scrimmage, and as the cadence starts to wind down, they're going to back off. Like I said, pre-snap, cover 2 look, but really it's cover 3. They're both going to bail in their deep third responsibility. Bail, deep third. And we're sending the free safety. So he sees 2 outside linebackers on the line of scrimmage. He thinks both of these guys are coming, but really what they're doing, dropping back in their curl out responsibility. They're playing curl out. They're playing where the corner's vacated as they get back into their deep third. What's really going to confuse him is when you send the 2 inside backers creeping up at the line of scrimmage. He doesn't know who's coming. He thinks it's an all-out blitz. Outside backers on the line of scrimmage. Inside backers are creeping up at the snap of the ball. And the only linebacker that's going to come will be this inside linebacker to the weak side. He's attacking the A-gap. He's shooting, boom, right there, shooting in the A-gap. So now what we're going to do to replace his coverage zone, we're going to have the nose tackle push up and drop into hook to curl. That's how you replace that zone blitz, classic zone blitz. We're also dropping the linebacker and hook to curl as well. 5 techniques' job is to play contain rush in case he wants to get outside. Either way, that's their job. Now, again, as the cadences start to wind down, you're going to see the free safety creep up, and at the snap of the ball, he's also attacking the B gap. So that's how you're getting pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys are getting pressure, and you're dropping everybody back in their deep thirds on the back end. The corners have thirds. The strong safety now replaces the free safety as a deep third defender. You're protected on your curl outs. You got 4 guys underneath and 3 guys deep. I think that's how they can have some success in getting pressure. That delayed pressure is what can get to Ryan Fitzpatrick because he has the propensity to hold the football just a little bit too long. Getting tongue-tied here. He does have the propensity to hold the football a little bit too long. I think if they send a delayed pressure with the free safety, they can get him on the ground or force an errant throw, which could lead into an interception. Now here are some coaching points for both teams in this ballgame. For Tennessee, they have to stay balanced on offense. Last meeting versus the Indianapolis Colts 2 weeks ago, they got away from Chris Johnson a little bit too early. He had a lot of success in the first half running the football. They have to make sure they bring that balance back to the table this time around. And they have to play smart yet aggressively on defense. You can get aggressive, but don't get aggressive penalties. That right there can hurt your football team. And the Titans have to make sure they bracket T.Y. Hilton, take away Andrew Luck's #1 target, and force him to hold on to the football or find other receiving targets downfield. That's how you can get him on the ground, and that's how you can get the Colts offense off the field. And for Indianapolis, they have to attack the perimeter in a running game. That's what your outside zone plays, your stretch plays, maybe even a little counter. You want to get to the perimeter with Donald Brown. Last meeting, he had a lot of success attacking the outside. And you also have to keep Ryan Fitzpatrick contained in the pocket. You got to get push versus pressure on the outside, A-gap, B-gap pressure, and delayed pressure on the interior. I think that's how they can get him on the ground and force some errant passes. And you have to get creative defensively on third down. You should expect the crosser, so show man, peel off into the zone, and force Ryan Fitzpatrick to throw into a trap defense. Now here are some in-game adjustments you want to keep an eye on in this ball game. For Tennessee, do the Titans get aggressive in obvious running situations and shoot a linebacker through the gap to try to force the running back to belly out just a little bit more, or do they slant the interior to create a pile-up on the inside? And keep an eye on the offensive creativity in the running game. How much read option or zone read do you start to see, or will you start to see mixed in during the second and third quarter with Ryan Fitzpatrick or CJ2K, or do they try to attack the outside with jet sweeps with Kendall Wright as the runner? So keep an eye on the creativity in the running game. And how will the Titans cover T.Y. Hilton? Will they switch to combo coverage if he starts having early success man-to-man while zoning elsewhere, or going quarters, half, playing cover 2 to his side while cover 4 on the opposite? And for the Colts, it's going to be interesting to see how they set the tempo very early in this ball game. Do they go with a hurry-up or 2-minute offense with the first possession, and how long do they continue to play fast to neutralize substitutions and take advantage of the Titans' on-field personnel? And I will look at how they utilize both Donald Brown and Trent Richardson. How will they decide the carries amongst the two guys? Will they give Brown the quote-unquote feature carries while bringing in Richardson as a change of pace back, or do they switch up the style of running plays that they utilize for both backs, or they stay the course with their game plan? And the Colts will have to match up versus the Titans' spread formations. In nickel defense, is the fifth defender a cornerback or a safety? That'll ultimately depend on how the flow of the game is going, especially if Tennessee is having success running the football out of the shotgun. You may see a lot of big nickel looks from the Colts this week. And the X factor for the Titans will be their defensive front seven. Last meeting versus the Colts, they struggled to defend the outside running game and also struggled to contain Kobe Fleener, the tight end. He gashed him on third downs. They have to do a better job this week if they want to come away victorious. And the X factor for the Colts will be their quarterback, Andrew Luck. He has to start the game like he finishes a football game. Very efficient, very effective, moving the football up and down the field. He can't have a slow start this time around versus Tennessee. I like the Titans in this ballgame. I believe they match up very well versus Indianapolis. And last meeting, they had opportunities to win that ballgame. They were up big at the halftime, and they got away from what worked in the first half. So I think they'll play a full four-quarter game, running the football with Chris Johnson, getting off the field on third downs like they did last meeting. And I think the Titans will win this one on the road. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Titans fan forums and Colts fan forums for always showing football game plan support.